Salaam, Salaam. Welcome to lecture 55. The title of this lecture is Makkah, means distractions. So the Quran has used two words, Makkah and Babakah. So Makkah has been used by the Quran in one verse only. So today we will check it whether what we are thinking about Makkah it is supported by Quran or not. So this is all research I have done. So actually this Makkah, all the form of this Hajj and Makkah, this is from biblical narration. It's from Bible, and it has nothing to do with the Quran. So Genesis 12:21-12 has mentioned its name Tamara, coastal plain, and the site where Ismail settled was the desert of Paran. It is, I'm giving you Bible. It is one of the places where the Israelites spent part of their 40 years of wandering after the source, and was also home of Ismail and a place of refuge for David. So this is all Bible, Then further, Makkah, Yaqut al-Hamawi, the 12th century Syrian geographer, wrote that Faran was an Arabized Hebrew word. One of the names of Makkah mentioned in the Torah. So this is this Makkah is actually from Torah, and Torah, or the Bible, it was in a Latin language, the first prescription. So they copy from the Quran and they misuse everything and change the translation, put in their name, Maryam, Isa, Ismail, and assign them they are a Jew. So they were not Jew, as well as they were not like the present Muslim. So now this is the Bible. Now the meaning of Makkah in the light of Islamic literature. According to the Islamic and non-Islamic literature, city of Makkah in Saudi Arabia is a famous on account of the following holy and unholy reason. So both holy and unholy. It is the holiest Muslim cities, number one. Muhammad, the founder of Islam, was born in this city. No proof from Quran. No verse has mentioned that Muhammad was born in Makkah. It is a Qibla for Muslims for worshipping of God. It is not available in the Quran. Muslims offer 5-time prayer facing toward it. There is no 5-time prayer in the Quran. All pious and able Muslims come to the city for performing Hajj and Umrah at least once in their lifetime. Quran does not mention it. The Muslims believe that the Quran was first time revealed in this city. It is not supported by the Quran. The great mosque of Makkah, known as Masjidul Haram or Kaaba, believed by a Muslim to have been built by Ibrahim and Ismail in the city. This is also not supported by the Quran. Some Muslim scholars called the city of al-Qura, meaning mother of all settlements, by giving the wrong interpretation of the verse 692. So look, the Chinese, there is a large population, and Bombay or Tokyo, they are the al-Qura or New York, not the Makkah. And they misuse they are doing everything to damage the Quranic education. In the same city, recently, Saudi dynasty constructed a university named al-Qura. I was visiting them. It is also known as City of Hajj. All this is Islamic literature. It is all fairy tales. Abdullah ibn Adi reported, I saw the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessing upon him, while he was standing near Makkah and saying, by Allah, it is the best and most beloved land to Allah. Had I not been driven away from you, I would not have left you. This is Tirmidhi. Who was Abdullah ibn Adi? No. Who was Tirmidhi? So this is all rubbish, and Muslims are following it. Then Abdullah ibn Mas'ud reported that Prophet, peace be upon, blessing upon him, entered Makkah on the day of its liberation, and there were 360 owls around the house. The Prophet thrust his staff at them, saying, the truth has come, and falsehood has passed away. Very, verily, falsehood will never pass away. The truth has come, and falsehood can neither create nor destruct. So these two verses they are giving in the sport, which is totally ridiculous. It's a totally garbage what they are doing. Note, this rubbish statement reported by Abdullah bin Mas'ud. He was the ignorant of the Quran. He made the wrong interpretation of above mentioned verses of the Quran by using the name of Muhammad. No one knows who was that person. Nobody knows. Okay. Muttaqafin alayya, authenticity agreed upon according to Bukhari and Muslim. There is another report by the Uthman Rahmatullah said, there is not in the world a land that is a sacred haram except these two sacred sites, the Haram of Makkah and the Haram of Medina. I went to Medina so many times. Medina is it's a volcano area. Muhammad never went over there. It's all fabrication. And for what is said by some, Haram of Al-Aqsa, now they brought Al-Aqsa, and Ibrahim's Haram, now they brought it. So this is all story by this Bukhari. Saudi reality has made modern building such as the Abraj al-Bayt, in front of Makkah, they made this. World's fourth tallest building and third largest by floor area, towering over the Great Mosque. The Saudi government has also carried out the destruction of several historical structures and archaeological sites such as Al-Ajad and made high-rise building along with five-star hotel. Non-Muslims are strictly prohibited from entering the city, but their cooperation, just like all who are making renovation, they are all Western and mostly they are Jew, are allowed to do any kind of business. It is extreme kind of hypocrisy from the end of the royal family. Note, it is not mentioned in the Quran, and according to the observe how the Muslim nation wasting their sources of non-Quranic useless custom and time-wasting ritual of the Hajj and Umrah. So they all made it to make the money. Now, it is honor for the city that it has high-rise building and five-star hotel franchise owned by the non-Muslim corporation. Surprisingly, first non-Muslim fried chicken named KFC, American Group franchise, opened in front of the gate of Abdulaziz of Kaaba. Though the most popular and the most delicious Saudi Muslim fried chicken named Al-Baq was not allowed in Makkah city at that time. They did not allow it. I was over there. So they first allowed this Kentucky chicken. Okay. Now the term Ghayr Muslimin, non-Muslimin, is a non-Quranic term. It is coined by the Saudi royal family to cheat and to make happy dim-witted Muslim herd of sheep. Why Quran did not mention the word Ghayr Muslimin? Why? Because if the Quran put Muslimin and Ghayr Muslimin, then it is a discrimination based on religion, which Quran does not want. So the royal family or any Muslim leadership, for their benefit, they can do any damn thing. It is interesting to inform you that Muslim dynasty of United Arab Emirates recently inaugurated the Abrahamic family house, an interfaith complex housing a mosque, a church and a Gulf Arab state's first ever purpose-built synagogue. So they also want to make the money, and they also put this one building. You will find the church over there, you will find the mosque over there. So it's Abrahamic family house. The mosque is named after Imam Al-Tayyib, the grand Imam of Al-Azhar. The leading authority on Sunni Islam. They want to cooperate because their dynasty cannot work without religion. Similarly, democracy cannot work without religion, capitalism, atheism. That is more dangerous. His Holiness Francis Church is dedicated to the 13th century monks, Saint Francis of Assisi. The Catholic Church was under his name, after whom the current Catholic Pope, his name synagogue was named in the honor of Moses bin Meanu, the 12th century Jewish philosopher known as Rabbi Maimonides. So they want to keep their dynasty. So they are doing this. I am simple Muslim, they don't know what the hell they are doing. They have all control on the wealth. The scholar was also a medical doctor who led the humanitarian Jewish world and was patient including Salahuddin, the Muslim ruler of Egypt and Asia and Syria. So this Jewish doctor, he treated what according to them. The Muslim ruler Salahuddin, who was ruling Egypt and Syria. So Makkah is the only city of the world in which you will find holy water Zamzam. Today they are making money. Holy book, holy building, everything is holy. It's a sole rights of selling belong to royal family. Nobody can sell. In the last lecture, I give the detail. So in this city, this is the only holy city in the world in which stoning of the devil is carried out by pilgrimage during performing of Hajj. It is one of the series of ritual acts that must be performed in the Hajj. It is a symbolical renovation of Ibrahim's Hajj, where the stone 3 pillars representing the temptation to disobey God. So it's a shame for them what they are doing, and shame for the Muslim. It's a dim-witted nation. They are empty by brain. Royal family in 2004 replaced the old pillars of Satan, or Jamrat in Arabic they are saying it, are named starting from the east. The first Jamrat, Al-Jamra Al-Ula Awwal, the smallest Jamra, Al-Jamra Al-Saghar, this is the first one. The middle one, Al-Jamra Al-Wasta. The largest one, Al-Jamra Al-Kubra. So these are where the people, they stone these Satan, and this year around about more than 1,500 people, they died over there. So now they will go in Jannah. They will get 72 dark-eyed virgin hur. So this is the situation, and Saudi government don't care anything. They don't care about the killing of the people. From centuries, Muslims are trying to kill 3 devils or shaitan, but they are terribly failed to do so. Almost all the Islamic religious leaders and the Islamic country rulers are the real devils or shaitan. The only and the best solution of this serious problem to remove them from implementing the Quranic system of accountability. Take their accountability. The city was conquered, the Makkah city was conquered in 1925, and King Abdulaziz put the foundation of his dynasty with the collaboration of Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahab. So they signed the agreement, 40 years agreement, that you will support our kingdomship. That is why Wahhabism from there. And they did injustice, unparalleled injustice, this Wahhabi group with Islam, which was a rebellious action against the principle of Quran. So, they are very sharp people, dynasty. They know how to use the people. However, in verse 31:6, the Quran states that all above mentioned Islamic fairy tales about Makkah are nothing but a sacred, luxurious, and parasitic buying and selling business. So the Quran pointed out the fundamental, wonderful analysis of the Quran. Okay, whatever I have mentioned about the Islamic literature about Makkah, the Quran saying it is all buying and selling. It's a luxurious business. Quran states that all above mentioned Islamic fairy tales about Makkah are nothing but a sacred, luxurious and parasitic buying and selling business. In all Islamic countries, the religion is a very good business. Making a mosque, making a madrasa, shrines, they are all buying and selling. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَشْتَرِي لَهُ الْحَدِيثِ لَيُضِلُّ عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ وَيَتَّخِذُهَا هُزُوًا أُولَئِكَ لَهُمْ عَذَابٌ مُهِينٌ. So, and from the people who sell and purchase, yashtri, in Arabic language, the word yashtri means buying and selling, both. So what Quran is saying, all these things, Hajj, Umrah, praying, fasting, and whatever we have, it's a selling and purchasing business. Not in Islam, in Christianity, in Hinduism, all. They are all billionaire trillionaire. It's a fabulous idol, lahu. No law over there, fabulous idol. Khutbah, your khutbah is fabulous, empty. You are praying, you don't know what you are praying, what you are reciting. And novelty tales related to the tradition and religion, hadith, sunnah and traditional hadith. Look, well Quran. So Quran is saying, whatever now you have in the form of Islam, from hadith, from sunnah tradition, it is all favorless idol. To mislead the innocent people, simple heartedness. La yadullu, there. Look, you cannot talk against the praying. You cannot talk against the Hajj. Why? From Allah's profitable part, the Quran. So they want to keep you away from the Quranic education. An sabil Allah. Without knowledge. Nothing is over there. It's all fairy tales. No knowledge you will get. And ridicule or fascinate or make mockery of it. It's a joke with the Islam. It's a joke with the Quran. They are ridiculing the Quran. For them there will be agreeable, sweet, intense punishment. Why I put agreeable? Because they are doing with their agreement. When you take the loan from the bank, you agree that. Aslam means when you suppose you are in the desert and you have thirsty and now you get the water after 2-3 days. When you start drinking, you find that some bird has put the shit in your water. So now this is the situation, you cannot drink that water. It is sweet, intense punishment. It does not mean that God will throw you into the hell. Nothing like that. In the form of humiliation, poverty and perplexity. Now see, 2.5 billion Muslims, they are in the humiliation because of these. Look at what Quran is saying. No knowledge, it's a buying and selling business with the fabulous fairy tales, idle tales, and now we are in this situation. We have no respect. We are in a degradation condition. And this is the Quran give you. The result of this, because you are praying, you are Shia, you are Sunni, you are Ahmadi, you are Brelvi, performing Hajj, observing fasting, the result which is not available in the Quran. The result is this: Ulaika lahum azab, agreeable, sweet, intense punishment. But you accepted it, agreeable. And now every Muslim is thinking, what happened with us? Uncertainty, maheen. When you have a bucket of water, when you throw this water, the remaining small amount of water remaining in the bucket, it is known as maheen. So we are like that. Look where we are. The Quran is giving you. Because of the Hajj and Umrah and Holy Makkah and Holy Medina, we are here now. Open your eyes. Now the Quranic explanation of the term Makkah. What is Makkah? The term Makkah has been used once in the verse 48-24. The Quran has blasted off all the fairy tales or holidays status of this city, fabricated by Iranian writers of Hadith, Sunnah and Fiqh. Moreover, the Quran does not support that Muhammad was born in the city or received the first revelation in the city. No, Quran is not given that. So this is the only verse in which the word Makkah has been used. So let me first explain the word Makkah. It is genitive proper noun with roots mim, kaf, kaf. The term Makkah signifies he destroy him. Open your eyes. This is Arabic language. I did not made it. Destroy. It also implies to chew on hard bones. You have a hard bone, you chew it. Or crowding it. Or to press A debtor for a debt. You ask your pay, you give my money back, pressurize. Dry my ears, drinking goblet. Makkah Azam. He sucks the marrow bone completely. You suck from the bone, this marrow, that is known as Makkah. Makkah al-Fasil, ma fiha darai ummah. The camel baby suck all the milk from the udder of his mother. So how it can be a Makkah holy city? I am telling these people. How they made this all fabrication? This is Arabic word. It has roots. It also stands for to suck all the water or mob or crowd of the people. So this is the meaning of word Makkah. Ask these religious people, all these mullah and the mosque, or who are supporting this Hajj and Umrah, where it is written over here. Makkah means holy city. Let me give you the translation now. وَالَّذِي كَفَّ أَيْدِهِمْ عَنْكُمْ وَأَيْدِكُمْ أَنَّهُمْ بِبَطْنِ مَكَّةٍ مِنْ بَعْدٍ أَنْ زَفْرَكُمْ عَلَيْهِمْ وَكَانَ اللَّهُ بِمَا تَعْلَمُونَ بَصِيرًا. And even Yusuf Ali didn't mention over here, that's a holy city. Look, their hand from you and your hand from them during Makkah. This is also wrong translation. It is permanent law of Allah, Sunnat Allah. Look, Shia has their own Sunnah, Sunni has their own Sunnah, Awakhani has their own Sunnah, Ahmadi has their own Sunnah, Deobandi has their own Sunnah. So this is which Sunnah you will follow. Shia start wuzu by the feet, and Sunni start wuzu ablution by hand first, washing hand. So Sunnah does not mean what Muhammad did. They Sunnah, no. Or if the Sunnah of Muhammad, why they are not one Sunnah? Their prayers are different, their azans are different, their rituals are different, their time of fasting are different. So Sunnat Allah means Allah's immutable laws. There is no Sunnah. It's all their fabrication to justify their sect. It is a permanent law of Allah. What is the law of Allah? To avoid bloodshed. Universal law. Don't make any bloodshed. Muslims are killing each other. Between different groups and nations, they are fighting like dogs. And he is one who stop this clash between two groups. Kaf. If you go any parking place, it is written over Kaf in Saudi Arabia. Parking place. So what Quran is saying, that this is a Allah laws, that if there are two groups are fighting, whether they are Muslim or non-Muslim, so stop it. What is happening in Palestine, what is happening in Ukraine, and what the three presidents did in the Middle East, American president, they killed millions of people. And the British, when they were in India, they killed 125 million people. These leaders, European leaders, American leaders, they are not leaders. They are gangsters. They are killers. So what Quran is saying, whenever there is any bloodshed, to stop it. But their strength or their hands from you and your strength or your hand from them. But how Muslim will do it? They are living in a degradation. They have no power. 5 million Jews, they are controlling 40 million Arabs. How you can stop? What is happening in Palestine, Saudi Arabia does not take an interest or any other country because they want their power. Look, Ziaulak killed in Palestine, in Jordan, 10,000 Palestinians over one night. So you were very near with an internal conflict or destruction or bloodshed Makkah. So when you are near to any bloodshed or any war or any destruction, the Quran says stop it. What is happening in Ukraine? These Western countries, they are responsible. And the banking and American, this capitalist, organization, they are doing that. They don't care if the millions of Palestinians will kill or Ukraine. They want $13 trillion of rare metal from there. So these companies, they don't have any religion. Their only religion is money. So what Quran is saying that Makkah means if they were near with internal conflict or destruction or bloodshed, stop it. Though you had clear supremacy over them, don't do any bloodshed. What Quran says, if you killed one person unjustly, you have killed the entire humanity. Look, this is the Quran. If you save one person, you have saved the entire humanity. And this nation now, look, Saudi Arabia, Maharaj, they attacked on Yemen. What is the royal family of Amarat? They are causing fighting in the Sudan. They are supporting them. Why? Because they want their gold. And Allah's laws skillfully watching your activities in this regard. But how will Allah watch? Because we don't know the Quran. Millions of people reciting the Quran during their prayer supplication, they don't know the meaning. And Quran does not mention that you recite Quran in a prayer. These are the Iranian supplication. Namaz, Namaste, Namo. It's all Iranian. So just think what we are doing. So this verse guides us to avoid internal or external conflict or bloodshedding between different groups of the people. However, from this verse, Islamic translation of the Quran, fabricated by non-Quranic fairy tales like Treaty of Hudaybiyah or Victory of Badr and safe return of Muslim to Medina from the Uhud, is all fabrication. Nothing is mentioned in the Quran. This is their fabrication, just like the word Makkah they have used. Now the verse 48:25 explains the reason of this conflict. The opponents of this program create hurdle in a way to implement prohibition as well as guidance of this peaceful mission. So they oppose this peaceful system. That is why this clash erupted over there. So you should make research on this 48:24 yourself. In the Quran, there is no Hudaybiyah, there is no Badr. This is all, their fairy tales. So we should think about that. We should ponder upon that. Everything you check. You should not be like a herd of sheep. So the next lecture will be Makkah. So Makkah does not mean holy city for Hajj, for Umrah, for Zamzam water, for Kaaba, nothing like that. And now, because of these fairy tales, this Muslim, 2.5 billion Muslim, they are living in a worse condition, in degradation, in humiliation, who don't have any respect. Thank you very much.